Have you ever pondered about the fate of the charming black and white giant panda? These captivating creatures, native to the mountainous regions of China, are easily identified by their unique black and white markings. They're also known for their love of bamboo, which makes up a staggering 99% of their diet. They sit comfortably, munching away for hours on end, their strong jaw muscles built to withstand the relentless chewing bamboo demands. But the giant panda is more than just an adorable face. They play a crucial role in the ecosystem. Their diet of bamboo aids in seed dispersal, helping to maintain and regenerate bamboo forests. Moreover, these forests are home to a myriad of other species, making the giant panda a keystone species. That is, their well-being directly impacts the health of their environment and the many species that call it home. However, the giant panda's existence hasn't been a bed of roses. They face significant threats that have pushed them to the brink of extinction. The primary culprit is habitat loss. As human populations grow and expand, the giant panda's bamboo forests are being cut down for agriculture, logging, and infrastructure development. The loss of these forests not only deprives pandas of their food source, but also isolates them into small fragmented populations. Adding to the panda's plight is their notoriously low birth rate. Female pandas only have a fertility window of 2 to 3 days a year and typically give birth to one cub every 2 years. This slow reproduction rate makes it incredibly challenging for their population to recover from losses. But it's not all doom and gloom. The plight of the giant panda has sparked global concern and initiated a wave of conservation efforts. The future of these magnificent creatures was once bleak, but hope was on the horizon. In our next scene, we'll delve into the early conservation efforts that have played a pivotal role in saving China's national treasure, the giant panda. The journey to save the giant panda began decades ago. The story of this monumental endeavor takes us back to the 1960s and 70s, a critical time in the history of these magnificent creatures. Back then, the plight of the giant panda was only just beginning to be understood by the world. Their habitat was being rapidly destroyed due to deforestation and infrastructure development, and they were hunted for their beautiful, distinctive fur. It was during this period that the first glimmers of hope for the giant panda's survival began to emerge. In response to the dire situation, the Chinese government took the initial steps towards conservation. They established the first panda reserves, sanctuaries where pandas could live and breed free from human threats. These reserves, dotted across the mountains of Sichuan, Gansu, and Shanxi provinces, provided a much-needed refuge for pandas, protecting their natural habitat and offering them a chance of survival. In addition to creating reserves, the Chinese government, along with several international bodies, implemented strict laws against poaching. These laws were enforced with severe penalties, creating a strong deterrent against the illegal hunting of pandas. This was a significant milestone in the conservation journey, as it highlighted the importance of protecting these creatures, not just for their intrinsic value, but also for the role they play in maintaining biodiversity. This period marked the first concerted efforts to save the giant panda from the brink of extinction. It was a time of burgeoning awareness, of recognizing the immense value of these creatures, and of taking tangible steps towards their preservation. Yet, despite the establishment of reserves and the strict anti-poaching laws, the giant panda population continued to dwindle. The challenges were far from over, and it was clear that more needed to be done to ensure the survival of this iconic species. The road to conservation was long and fraught with challenges, but the fight to save the giant panda was only just beginning. Despite these measures, the giant panda population continued to dwindle. But that did not deter the dedicated conservationists. Their journey and ours was far from over. In the face of adversity, conservationists refused to give up. This resolute determination marked the beginning of a new era in the battle to save the giant panda from extinction. In the 80s and 90s, a turning point was reached. Groundbreaking research programs were initiated, focusing on understanding the unique biology and behaviors of these gentle creatures. These programs were not confined to the boundaries of China, but extended across the globe, with international collaborations playing a pivotal role. Scientists in China partnered with zoologists and conservationists from around the world, sharing insights and pooling resources. They embarked on a quest to decode the mysteries surrounding the giant panda's health and reproduction. The objective was clear: to ensure the survival of this enigmatic species. One of the most significant breakthroughs of this time was the successful breeding of pandas in captivity. Earlier attempts were often met with difficulty due to the giant panda's complex reproductive cycle. However, through relentless effort and the use of advanced technology, researchers managed to overcome these challenges. New techniques were developed to monitor the health of pandas, both in captivity and in the wild. Sophisticated technology was utilized to track panda movements, observe their behavior, and assess their habitat. This valuable data allowed scientists to make informed decisions about their conservation strategies. In addition to this, advancements in veterinary care meant that pandas could be treated for diseases and injuries more effectively than ever before. This not only improved the quality of life for pandas in captivity, but also increased their chances of survival once released back into the wild. These comprehensive efforts were not without their hardships, but the tireless dedication of these conservationists began to pay off. The panda population started to show signs of recovery, the rate of panda births increased, and the overall health of the species improved. The plight of the giant panda was far from over, but for the first time in many years, there was a glimmer of hope. These tireless efforts began to show promising results. And with it, the fight to save China's national treasure took a significant stride forward. Fast forward to the present day, and the story of the giant panda is a testament to the power of dedicated conservation. Over the years, we've seen a significant increase in the giant panda population. Once teetering on the brink of extinction, these magnificent creatures are now breathing a little easier, thanks to relentless conservation efforts. However, the journey is far from over. Today, the giant panda is classified as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. A marked improvement from endangered, yes, but it also signals that the fight for their survival is far from over. Conservationists and researchers work tirelessly, monitoring the pandas, studying their breeding patterns, and maintaining their habitats. Their efforts have led to an increase in the number of panda reserves across China, providing a safe haven for these black and white beauties. The giant panda serves as a beacon of hope, yet there is still much work to be done. The success of giant panda conservation is not just a victory for conservationists, it's a victory for all of us. We all have a part to play in this ongoing success story. It may feel like a daunting task, but rest assured, there are a variety of ways that each of us can contribute. Consider making a donation to a reputable conservation organization. Your generosity can provide vital resources for research, habitat protection, and breeding programs. If you're up for a bigger commitment, why not adopt a panda? Doing so supports not just one panda, but the entire species. Yet it doesn't always have to be financial. Spreading awareness about the plight of the giant panda and the importance of conservation can be just as impactful. Share the story of these magnificent creatures with your friends, family, and social networks. Every action, no matter how small, can make a difference. Will you be a part of the giant panda's continuing success story?